Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? So since 2009, I haven't subscribed to any kind of cable or dish network service or even DirecTV. And I'm gonna tell you what I've been using since then. Okay, so back in 2009, I dropped my cable service and I started using the antenna and Netflix for my viewing pleasure. But since that time, a lot has changed. There's a lot of streaming service out there now like Sling, PlayStation View, Crackle, Pluto, and stuff like that. So that's what I've been using all these years. I still haven't subscribed to anything. I'm not subscribed to Sling, although I did try it, and I'm not subscribed to PlayStation View, although I did try that one too. Now I'm going to introduce you to the services I use for my viewing pleasure. And there's a couple that I'm paying for, but the cost is very low, and that's the only reason I'm paying for it, because I refuse to pay a high cable bill. So let's get into it. Okay, so to start off, I have the Fire Stick and the Fire Recast. Everything that I view on my TV is coming through the Fire Stick, and that's on all my TVs. So let's start off with the home. So on home, if you stroll over to the right, I got my DVR, which is the Fire TV Recast. That's pulling in all the channels that I actually get through the antenna, and that box is in one central location in my home, which feeds to all the TV. So as you can see, I got all these channels available to me right now down here, and I can just stroll across and view all of them on the list. And if I really want to watch any one of these, I can just press the button and go right into viewing them. But I can just stroll across, and I got all these channels that's coming in through the Fire TV Recast. That's actually hooked up to the antenna, like I said. So that's what's pulling in all these channels right here that I have on my list. You actually looking at, like I said, the guide that's coming through the antenna. There's some Pluto TV stuff that's mixed in here on the guide too, but that's Recast actually pulled that in without me doing anything. And if you had, for instance, say you had Sling and I think PlayStation View, I'm not sure yet because I haven't tried it, but I think it also pulled this on the same menu too. And when I record anything, my recordings are right here, so I can choose them and play them if I want to. And then down here I can see my scheduled recording. I can set recordings priorities, and then I got my DVR settings over here. So now that I went over the Recast, so now I'm gonna go into the apps that I use to watch my movies and my TV shows that I like. So first off, I'm gonna go start off with Netflix. I'm gonna get back to this one right here. This is gonna be the last one I'm gonna preview. But Netflix, we all know about by now. So the cool thing about Netflix is it started off just showing you movies and stuff like that, but now they really got into TV shows. You know, like this Bird Box right here. This is a good movie. And then you got what's trending. You got a lot of TV shows that you can get into and stuff like that. So that's the cool thing I like about Netflix. It's not just movies anymore, but a lot of TV shows that you can get into it. Even TV show that's been on the networks, you can watch the whole entire series right here if you wanted to. The whole season, the whole series, every little thing. So Netflix is my main binge watching and movie watching type of app. But like I said, everybody know about that. So next up, I'm going to Prime Video. Of course, you know, if you have a Prime account, you get access to all the Prime movies and Prime TV shows that Amazon produced themselves. So I got all this to choose from also. You know, I got the TV shows and movies and all that stuff. And if there's something that's not on my Prime, you know, Netflix also rent movies too, so I can rent the latest and greatest or buy them if I want to. So that's Amazon Prime. Like I said, if you already have a Prime account, then you already know about this. I'm just going through the stuff, like I said, I use for my viewing pleasure. So let's get back to the menu. Now right after Amazon Prime Video, we got Pluto TV. Now Pluto TV has a bunch of older running shows and movies and stuff like that, but it's stuff you can sit there and watch if you just want to be entertained. The news and the weather are the most updated stuff that's on Pluto, but most of the shows that you watch on here are the older shows. But it's got a movie section, it's got news section, and then it's got other stuff you can get into like sports and comedy and chill out stuff, you know, a whole bunch of stuff you can watch. It even has musics. So if you get further down the line here, you can actually listen to music through your TV, just like you would do if you had a cable box or a dish network service. So that's Pluto. There's plenty on there to watch, like I said, and it's older running programs. I'm not going to say you have the latest and greatest on here, but if you don't mind watching something that's a little bit older, you know what I mean, like Batman Begin and shows like that, it's all good. You know, it's all about being entertained. Now, I would recommend when you're getting out of Pluto to actually exit out the app instead of hitting the home button. So right after Pluto, I got Tubi. Now, Tubi is a bunch of movies and TV shows that you can choose from also. And it's free to watch all this stuff on here. Now, there's commercial in between these programming, so that's the only price you have to pay, is to watch a few commercials while you're trying to watch these programs. But I mean, you're getting it free, so who cares about the commercial? Now, Tubi has a section that it says not on Netflix. So these are the shows that you're not going to find on Netflix according to Tubi. Now, I've looked, but actually I haven't actually seen none of these shows on Netflix. So maybe they got some special deal with the movie industry, you know, the producers of all this stuff, to actually get this stuff on Tubi where Netflix just can't get them. So that's what they claim. I've actually looked at some of them and see if they were actually available on Netflix, and I haven't seen them. I haven't went through all of them, so I can't really confirm it. But they claim they have titles that's not available on Netflix. So that's Tubi. Like I said, all of these movies, you know, you click them, choose them, play them, and then you enjoy them. It's all free. Of course, you have to watch some commercials in between, but that's the price you have to pay. Right after Tubi, we got Crackle. So Crackle is another streaming service too that shows you movies and TV shows, commercially driven also. So, you know, you can watch these things if you want to. You can choose TV shows, you can choose movies, stuff like that. So all this stuff is available to you on Crackle also. It's almost like Tubi, and it's almost like Netflix, but the only thing, you're not paying for the stuff like you would do on Netflix. So that's Crackle, and that's another one I use for my viewing pleasure. Now, I'm going to go into one before I get to the one that I want to show you. This one right here. I want to get to one more that I didn't say in the beginning, and this is Kodi. Now, Kodi has a skin on it called the Beast. Now, the thing about the Beast, it runs on top of Kodi, so you would need to have Kodi installed as an app first, and then you have to know how to configure it to actually pull in the resources to get the movies and the TV show like I'm getting right now. So if I go into movies like here, I can actually see what movies are actually out right now by clicking on movies. And then I can go down to, for instance, the year. And then say 2019. It's not much movies out yet for 2019, but see, it actually pulling some of the movies. But if I go back, say 2018 now, as you can see, 2018 has a whole lot more to show than 2019. So for instance, the Aquaman movie is already out on the Beast. Now, this is going to probably be not a good quality version, but it's a good version that you probably could see. So that is the Beast. And like I said, it has TV shows, it's got movies. So I'm not short of anything, any genre, any network, it can find it. Because I got genre I can choose from, I got networks I can choose from, and that's all rerun stuff. You know, stuff that's already been shown on these channels, it actually can pull them in and you can watch them again if you choose to do so. So all this stuff is available to me. Now, these TV shows are not live, for instance, but at least you can watch the stuff that's already been shown. And if you don't mind watching reruns, it's all good. It's all there you can choose from. All of this stuff is just waiting for you to view on. And like I said, the Beast requires Kodi. You cannot run Beast by itself. It's not an app. It's actually just a service. But it's not out there so easily, so you can just pull it in. You have to actually know what you're doing so you can configure the Kodi program to actually run with the Beast on top of it. Now let's go to the final one that I want to preview in this video, and it's called Darkmediu. It says Darkmediu Pro, but that's the name of the app. Now, Darkmediu is a service that I'm actually paying for on this one, but it is worth the price. It's a yearly cost, and I just pay for the entire year. But you can also do it monthly if you want to. It's just cheaper if you do it by a yearly plan. Now, once you sign up for the service and you install the app, all you have to do is sign in with your username and password that you created when you were signing up. So let me get into Darkmediu. So after you get here, you got access to like sports replay, catch up, and account. But you really want to just go right here, because this is where you're going to get all your stuff from, the live TV. Once you get into live TV, now my menu has been reduced. I reduced it myself because I just wanted to have quick access to stuff. But I'm gonna go up to these three dots right by the end of the date where it says 2019. I'm gonna click on it, and then I'm gonna show you the other stuff that's not being shown. So this is what I got access to. Right now I'm on USA HD, but I got UK Sport, I got Sunday Ticket, Sports, Premium Movies, NBA, NLB, Kids. I mean, the list just goes on all the way down here. So there's plenty to choose from, plenty. And all I have to do is click on one of these and they will actually show up on the menu in front. But since I don't want any of these stuff right here, then I just choose to uncheck them. But say I want, for instance, let me click on music. If I click on music and I go back, you're going to see now music is on the list. So it's that easy to add and take away from the list. Now the first thing you want to do whenever you use the app for the first time, because for some reason the menu doesn't automatic refresh, and I think that's why they put this option in here. So you want to click on that and you want to let the menu refresh itself. And while it's doing that, it's going to come back to this screen right here. It's going to say the data has been updated. So I want to go back into live. Let's start out with the USA HD, because this is where all your TV shows are going to be. The actual channel guide, I should say. Now once you get into it, you're going to see this. You see you got CBS, A&E, ABC, AMC, and this is actually stuff that's on regular TV right now. This is live TV service. This is not something pre-recorded like on the Beast or Netflix or any of those other services. This is just like cable service right here. So you can see the guide. There is CNBC, The Prophet. I can come down here to Comedy Central. I can come down to Discovery. I can come all the way down to FX. I can come all the way down to Golf, History 2, HGTV, History, ID. I mean, the list just goes all the way down and keeps going down and keeps going down. National Geographic, Oxygen, Pop, Sci-Fi, all the stuff, TNT, VH1, all the way down to BET. So once I find something I like to watch, say for instance, Killer Couples, all I gotta do is click yes, and it goes in and start playing. And go back to the menu. So say I want to watch this Ride Along 2. It's on right now. It's on FX. Click on it, loads up, and it's in the movie, just like that. That's the TV networks. Now if I go back one more time on the menu and I go down to Premium Movies, it brings me up to this one, because this one has all the movie premium channels like HBO, Sky Movies. If I keep going down, I got Cinemax, I got Epix, I got HBO, I got Showtime, Stars, Showtime again. I mean, there's so much stuff in here, it's not even funny. But this is all on the one big package. And like I say, it's a yearly plan. And like I say, if you're into sports and stuff like that, once you go to the show high category, you can choose any one of these sports if you want to add them. If you're into a particular sport like NHL or NBA, or you like the local channels like NBC Local. Now NBC Local, for instance, if I activate that, it's going to show me all the local NBC station that's available in all the different states, not just here. So you see you got Chicago, you got Connecticut, you got Los Angeles, you got San Diego, you got Texas, Washington. All of that is available in NBC Local. It's the same thing with CBS Local and Fox Local. So this is what I use for my viewing entertainment. Now, out of all these services, these three are the main one I'm actually paying for. That's free, that's free, that's free, that's free. And these three right here, you have to just deal with commercial, but it's free, so you can't ask for anything more. This comes with my Prime membership, but I can get more than what I'm actually paying for, so the price of it is worth it. Netflix is also another one I'm getting more than what I'm paying for. I mean, if I only watch one movie a month, it equals up to the amount that I would pay if I go to the theater. But I'm watching more than that. Same thing with Prime. Prime the amount of money that I'm paying, and my Prime membership is actually more than just the movies. It's actually the shipping and everything else that I get with Prime. So the movie is like an added bonus. But if I add up all three of these right here that I'm actually paying for, it's still less than what I would pay if I was getting all of this from my cable service or Dish Network or DirecTV. So, and honestly, with all of this resources to me, I cannot see myself going back to a cable service or any kind of satellite service because I am totally satisfied with this. So that's my viewing pleasure. Like I said, I got the local channels I can pull in from the DVR through the recast, and I can record that stuff, you know, like the Titans. I'm watching that right now, the Titan games with The Rock. I like that one right there. I saw the first episode on Saturday, and I just set my DVR to actually record every last season episode that's coming up. So you see, I got it set. So the next one is going to record. Now, another cool thing about all the services is that you can download the app for this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and this one to your actual mobile device. So you can take them with you. Kodi is a little bit heavier, so I wouldn't try to install it on your phone. Maybe a tablet, but you have to have an Android tablet because the iPad is not that user-friendly when it comes to these apps. And another thing, Darkmediu doesn't work too well on the Apple iPad either. It works better on the Android device. Okay, so there you have it. That's the list of apps that I use for my entertainment source. Now in the upcoming video, I'm going to go into a lot of the services that I'm using, especially that Darkmediu, because I know a lot of you that's viewing this video right now would like to know how you can get into that. So stay tuned for that video coming up. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel because you don't want to miss that. And if you're not getting your notification, don't forget to hit that bell icon because that's very important for you to get that notification when I release a new video. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank you for taking the time for watching it. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.